What is up, you guys? It's Renee and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you my entry for the 2017 NYX FACE Awards. The NYX FACE Awards is something that I've kept up with for years and have always wanted to enter but never really felt myself capable of doing so. But with a little bit of confidence and the start of my YouTube channel, here I am today. I just want to start off by thanking you for clicking on this video and welcome you to my post-apocalyptic zombie space babe mad tea party. This video is kind of a two-parter because I do end up going up my look at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And let's get started. As you can see, one eye is already done, so we're going to be focusing on the blank canvas that is our other eye. And I already went ahead and glued down my eyebrows and then primed everything with a bit of concealer. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my NYX Primal Color and Hot Pink to start off our cut crease. It's not a normal cut crease, we are starting off a little bit higher, so think of more of a drag cut crease. And I'm just using a fluffy blending brush to blend that in and blend it up into my eyebrow. I like starting off with a light hand and then gradually building up color to make sure everything is blended and seamless. Now that I'm happy with the color payoff and the boldness of the pink, I'm going to add some depth into my cut crease. So I'm just going to take this neon purple magenta type of color and blend it into the bottom of my cut crease, making sure I don't bring it up too high. Now that we have a nice blend of pink and purple colors, I'm just going to take a bit of concealer and use it to clean up the bottom and really define our new crease. I'm also using the same concealer to clean up the top and further diffuse the pink shadow, so I have a nice purple to pink to skin ombre. Now that we're moving on to our lids, I'm just going to set my concealer with some white eyeshadow and then hit my inner corner with some neon yellow to really brighten up my eyes and pat it on all the way to the mid of my lid. Once our yellow is blended into the center, I'm going to switch over to this neon green eyeshadow with a really nice luster to it and use that to go from my mid lid to my outer corner to add even more of a beam of light to my eye. Now we aren't just going to stop with the green, so I'm going to complete this trifecta of colors with some teal on my outer corner. Now that my lid has a nice blend and saturation of my three colors, I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX white liquid liner and use it to separate my shadows on my crease and my shadows on my lid. Just this little white line alone helps in giving the eyeshadows a cleaner, sharper edge and the overall eye a more defined shape. Now we're just going to bring the party to our lower lash line real quick and use the same yellow and green shades from our lid to give it a nice wash of color. I'm then going to take my concealer and use it to clean up all the fallout and excess and really map out where I want my under eye wing to go. Once I'm satisfied with where my lower wing is going to sit, I'm going to take some of the purple shadow I used in my crease and lightly buff it into the lower edge, and then take some more concealer to clean it up to make sure everything is nice and sharp. Now I'm ready to take my same NYX white liquid liner and wing it out under my eye. I like to go in lightly and slowly with the liner to make sure I really like my placement, then I'll go over it once again to really lock it in. The good thing about white liquid liner is that it's super forgiving. It's super easy to clean it up and blend it in if you make a mistake, so you don't have to be perfect on the first try. Now that we lined under our eye, we have to go ahead and wing it out on top as well with the same white liquid liner. Now that we have completed our three different liners on our eye, I'm going to take my NYX Crystal Liner in silver and use it as a glitter glue in my inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to paint it on and go over it with a chunkier silver glitter to add to the glitz and glamour of this look. It's just like an inner corner highlight but taken up a couple of notches. Now that that's in, it's time to pop on some lashes, and I'm going with a pretty dramatic pair not only on the top but on my lower lash line as well. Cause you gotta go big or go home, and I feel like the lower lashes really frame that under eye wing. Now that our eyes are complete, it's time to move on to the skin. And before I do anything to it, I'm going to go ahead and prime it because you know we always have to prep our canvas that we're going to be working on. After we're done priming, I'm just going to take a flat top brush and my foundation and use it to stipple and blend it all over my face and neck. I feel like this brush gives me more coverage than a sponge, but you can use any applicator that you prefer. I like to stipple my foundation over the entire area that it's going to cover, and then at the end use little circular motions to blend it in. If I feel like different areas need more of a coverage, I'll just go ahead and stipple over a second time. Once my foundation is down, I'm just going to take a translucent powder and use it to lightly set my face. Now it's time to carve out these features like any alien space babe would, dipping back into my NYX Primal Colors in Hot Pink and using it on my cheekbones, my temples, bringing it down my neck and onto my collarbones, and even using it to add some poutiness to my mouth and contour my nose. Just like working with eyeshadow on your eye, you don't want to go in too harsh at first. You want to gradually build up the color and make sure everything is blended. We want our contour to cut like it's nobody's business, so I'm just going to take some of the same purple shadow I've been using on a small fluffy blending brush and use it to deepen and make everything much more stark and pronounced. Now that I'm done chiseling myself out, I'm just going to take a pink lip liner and start to line my lips and prepare them for our liquid lipstick. I'm a fan of overlining my lips a bit, but that's up to you if you want to or not. It's all about your personal preference. Now I'm just going to go over my lips with my liquid lipstick that happens to perfectly match the shade I use for my contour and for my cut crease. You don't have to use a pink lipstick for this look. This look is all about being bold, being you, and not being afraid to use color so you can get as creative as you want. We're almost done with the first half of our look, so I'm just going to add our finishing touches. I'm going to take the same green shade we used in the middle of our lid and use it to highlight the tip of our nose and our cheekbones. This shade is perfect for a little alien zombie highlight because it does have some reflectiveness to it and gives off a nice sheen of color. Now to add on to how extra I am, I'm just going to take some neon green paint and create some splatter marks all over my neck and face. And there you have it, guys, for the cute and fun, bright and bold portion of this look. But let's go on ahead and jump right into zombifying it. I'm going to start off by giving myself a nice little liquid latex beard. I personally prefer to apply my liquid latex with my finger. I feel like it's the best applicator and I was born with it, so it can't get any better than that. I feel like I get the most coverage and it's the most practical to use. But of course you can use a wedge sponge or a stipple sponge, whatever you prefer. Just don't use your cherished and beloved makeup brushes or sponges because they will be ruined. After I'm done applying the liquid latex, I'm just going to cover it with some toilet paper and repeat the process to build it up. I think I did it about 4 or 5 times until I was satisfied with the buildup. And if you've never worked with liquid latex, make sure to do a patch test to just be safe and make sure you're not allergic to it. You can let your buildup air dry or use a blow dryer to speed it up a bit. But once it's dry, we're going to go ahead and stipple on our foundation and start coloring it. You want to make sure that it's completely dry, and I mean dry because you will ruin your makeup brushes. I know my foundation appears much lighter on my mouth area right now, but that's because we started on a much lighter canvas. But don't worry, I will be blending it into my natural skin tone. I'm now dipping back into the hot pink shadow and using it to mimic the nose contour we had on before so that my mouthpiece and my face are cohesive and flow as one. I'm also using it to create some skin irritation because we are trying to make it look like our mouth was ripped open. And hot pink skin irritation has to be the most glam form of skin irritation out there, just saying. I'm then going to cut away and trim at the mouthpiece to make room for the zombie mouth prosthetic I previously made and painted. Let me know if you want a quick little toot on that. Once I have a good shape for both of them, I'm just going to cover my mouth area with some more liquid latex and press the prosthetic into place. I'm also applying the latex to the skin flaps around the prosthetic and molding them down around it so that it looks like it's a much more natural fit. To give my prosthetic a more wet, gooey, I just got turned into an alien zombie look, I'm going to take some pink slime and brush it all around and on top of my mouth. But the gooiness doesn't just stop there. I'm now taking some neon green slime and making it drip out of my mouth and nose. And there you have it, guys, for my complete post-apocalyptic zombie space babe Mad Tea Party 2017 NYX Face Award entry. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and keep up with my channel. I do post multiple times a week. Follow me on my Instagram and Snapchat where all the good stuff goes down, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Check you later!